Hello dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Polina and here on my channel it is all about fragrances. And in today's video I'm going to talk about cherry blossoms in Bonn, about Sakura blooming. In my self-introduction video that I'm going to list above, I promised you to keep you up to date about cherry blossoms here in Bonn. So in today's video I'm going to show you some pictures of cherries here in Bonn where I live, and I'm going to talk about a fragrance that I strongly connect to cherry blossoms. If you are interested, please stay with me. Cherry blossoms, cherry trees, Sakura. Why in Bonn? So, Sakura in Bonn. In the late 80s, City Council wanted to make the city center greener and wanted to plant some trees. And initially they wanted to plant hawthorn trees in the city center, but there were not enough of this type of trees, so they planted the cherry trees instead. But not the normal ones, the Asian ones, Japanese ones, Sakura. And so the trees were blooming and prospering, building a beautiful arch around this famous street in Bonn, in the city center, in the old town. And later, Bonn became very famous and popular because of Sakura blooming. Bonn was a magnet for international, especially Asian tourists who visited our city every year to enjoy the cherry blossoms. And cherry blossoms in Bonn are like a highlight. The beauty of the Sakura blooming is just unbelievable. And what is so special about this type of cherry tree in Bonn? This cherry tree doesn't consist any green leaves. It consists only of this pink, beautiful balls of cherry blossoms. The whole tree is literally covered in this beautiful little fluffy balls. And especially in the sunny day, there is an amazing contrast between pink flowers and blue sky. It is truly a highlight and divine beauty. And these cherry trees are not only in the old town of Bonn, but all around Bonn. And even in my street where I live, there are many cherry trees. And every time, every day I go out of my house and coming back home, I enjoy this amazing, incredible Sakura. It makes me happy, it lifts me up, it's just unbelievably beautiful. But unfortunately, Sakura in Bonn doesn't smell. But I have a substitute for this, and this is the part where we're going to talk about a fragrance, and I'm going to introduce you Mihime by Keiko Mecheri. Keiko Mecheri is an American designer with Japanese roots, and she created this perfume in 2006. Mihime, what does it mean in Japanese? It means beautiful, and Mihime is also a very popular female name in Japan. Why I decided to talk about Mihime in this video? I strongly connect this fragrance to Sakura, to cherry blossoms in Bonn. Cherry blossom is listed here as a note. There are also many other notes listed in here. What do I feel spraying this one? I feel a light powderiness of heliotrope, light creaminess of ylang-ylang, purity and cleanness of white musk, a little touch of vanilla, a little hint of peach and violet leaf. There is also oak moss, vetiver and patchouli listed here, but I don't smell these notes at all. For me, this is a very creamy, light and delicate fragrance. On Fragrantica, people say that this fragrance resembles of a Nivea cream. I can partly agree with this because of this nice, creamy, clean touch. But there is much more than just a Nivea cream in it. It is a very delicate, intimate rose. It's powdery, it's creamy. For me, this fragrance is like a fantasy touch of butterfly wings, like a touch of a fluffy cat, something like this, very tender, very pink, like a cherry blossoms, and very vulnerable. It is a tenderness bottled up. For me, this is a great scent for day wear, also suitable for office because it won't suffocate anybody. It is quite delicate and intimate. I'm going to wear this in my next perfume rotation so that this fragrance reminds me of Sakura in Bonn, so that I feel surrounded by this nice pink fluffy balls. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you about Sakura in Bonn and about my imaginary fragrance associated with cherry blossoms. If you like this video, please support me through your likes, comments and subscriptions. I hope you had fun watching the pictures and talking about my imaginary fragrance of Sakura. Thank you very much and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!